living space. The Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Grab life by the bars and see how far you can go. Introducing Polaris Sportsman with Ride Command. Smart tech that displays your location and keeps track of friends even without cell service, so you can explore more of the great outdoors. Polaris, think outside.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome into Epic View Sports Network presentation of high school football. Tonight, we are at Harold Alphonse Stadium here at Colby College as the Waterville Purple Panthers host the MDI Trojans on, what do they call that again? Homecoming night here in Waterville. Waterville comes in 0-2 on the season, L-Dub, and MDI comes in 1-1. You had the first Waterville game as Waterville took on Camden, one of the teams that's favored to go all the way this year, and played very well against them.
They really went toe-to-toe, down 28-20 at halftime. We're going to start for the national anthem.
Yep. Job by the ladies on the national anthem. So, L-Dub, so we were talking about Waterville lost 50-32 in that first game of the season against Camden, a preseason favorite to at least go to the state game. Don't know how the South is this year, but a lot of strong teams in the South as well. You did that game. What were your thoughts on the Waterville team?
They played very well in the first half. Camden was 22-20 with 6 seconds left to go before halftime.
Oh, the play of the year.
Play of the year, and it was in our first half of our first game of the year. Swam, the quarterback lefty, threw it out to Beveridge on the right-hand side behind the line of scrimmage. He worked his way upfield towards the middle, and Swam, the quarterback, stayed on the left-hand side. He pitched it to him, lateraled to him, and he broke a couple tackles and went another 50 yards for a touchdown right before halftime. And then Camden got the ball, scored, and they stayed 2 touchdowns ahead the rest of the game. But Waterville really played with them. And then last week, Waterville went to Livermore Falls to play Spruce Mountain and just got housed 54-0. So not sure what kind of Waterville team we'll see tonight, but hopefully it's the Camden game.
Oh, MDI comes in 1-1. They opened the season with a 26-8 win over Holton, and then they fell to Lake Region 36-14. Boy, you talk about teams that have to travel. MDI, they got a lot of travel, that's for sure. Tonight's game brought to you by Chase Tours on the Thorndike Road in Unity, Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Call 810-2255. Hammond Lumber Company, online at hammondlumber.com. Northeast Analytical, China Road in Winslow, Family First Funeral Homes, online at dsfuneral.com. ES Bulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors. Visit esbulos.com. Aquarius Pools and Spas, Augusta Road in Winslow, Reddington Fairview Hospital, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Jobber Liberty Attorneys at Law, Center Street in Waterville, Hannaford Supermarkets, Dosty's Tire Depot, College Avenue in Waterville, and Dixon's Family Market in Benton.
Yeah, you were talking about MDI, and
They got some travel this year.
Yes,
they
they
go
do.
to Holton one week.
They went
the
to
next
Holton.
week they got to play. It was home against Lake Region, thankfully, but that's you look at who they're playing. Camden. I think they have Camden at home. Waterville. This is a haul coming down here. Ellsworth probably the closest to them.
Yeah, that's their rival right there in every sport, MDI Ellsworth. But like you said, they're 1-1 on the season, 26-8 win at Holton, and then Lake Region they got behind early and fell 36-14.
That seems like that 8-man South. There's a lot of good teams down there. You got Mount Ararat that went to the state game last year. You've got Gray that started out 2-0, Lake Region 2-0, Spruce Mountain 2-0. So a lot of those teams got to beat up on each other.
Yes, they are. But they'll be tested come playoff time, and whoever will represent the South will be well represented.
So I just want to let people know watching the game that you see that blue line that's just inside the yard marker. That's the out of bounds in 8-man, because they narrow the field with the 8-man game. And obviously Colby College plays 11-man, so they can't narrow the field here. So anything that goes out of bounds, it might look, as a fan watching the game, you might say, hey, wait a minute, he's not out of bounds. But that blue line is the out of bounds marker. And it looks like MDI is going to get the ball first to start this one off.
Here's the band when you guys are talking. You're all good when the band's playing. We don't hear.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And the band played on, right? I think this is the biggest crowd we've seen ever for a Waterville game, right?
I was just saying that to Gage right before we went on. That's good.
Yeah.
Waterville, a little squib kick, but a long one that's going to get by the MDI man in the back there. And that's Lincoln Gray. And MDI will get it at I think it's the 25 they start at.
Should be right at the 20, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
All depend what league you're talking about.
Yeah.
College, high school, college, pros, but they start at the 20. Yeah, when we do games at Waterville, they've condensed their field, so their
Right,
sidelines.
it's an 8-man field.
Yeah, so it'll take a little bit of time to get adjusted to that blue line.
We are far away from the field, too. It is hard to see these numbers, so we're going to do the best we can here. Ripley Hawkins is the quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to his right. He's going to take it himself right up the middle, breaks a tackle into the secondary. He's going to pick up about 7 to make it 2nd and 3.
Ripley Hawkins, a senior, but, in the backfield, Lincoln Gray, a junior, Kenneth Stillwell, a sophomore, and Asa Joyce, he only a sophomore, so they're very young. They only got 7 seniors on this team, so MDI is a traditional football school. Well, a very, very athletic school anyways, but they've had some really good years in football.
You got 2 receivers to the left and right for Hawkins. As he barks out the thing, he's going to fake it, going to take it himself, first down and more. He cuts it outside, still on his feet as he goes, gets pounded down near midfield. Good tackle there. Looks like it was Jaden Versey.
That'd be a 20-yard pickup.
VC, I should say. Sorry.
VC, yep. 20-yard pickup, so 2 carries, 27 yards for Ripley Hawkins.
We're just underway first quarter, 8-man large north battle here with MDI and Waterville. Under center here is Hawkins. And he's going to give it to the first man through. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, one man to beat as he rumbles down. That's Kenneth Stillwell, the sophomore.
That's a big boy right there, Rick.
He is large. And another big gain. That's a pickup of about 15. Give him 17 down to the 35-yard line of Waterville. And MDI making it look easy here in the early going.
You know, I like what they did. They went under center. I really think both, you know, a team that's just out of the spread really works against you when you get into the small part of the field near the goal line. Camden went both under center and in the shotgun.
Hawkins going to pitch it back. Trying to find something. Cutting it back against the grain. Going to make something out of nothing is Lincoln Gray. So looked like Waterville did a great job of stringing that one out, but Gray was able to cut it back and pick up 3. $9:54 to go on a moving clock here. First quarter, no score. MDI on the move. 2nd and 3 from the Waterville 33-yard line. Hawkins, hands off. Oh, he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. The Waterville numbers are almost impossible to read, so I couldn't tell you who made that play, but it was a heck of a play. The handoff was to Gray again. He had nowhere to go. That's going to be a loss of 4. It's going to set up a 3rd and 11.
Nice job. He just shot the gap. He beat his the offensive guard there and took him down for a 2-yard loss, 3-yard loss. Sets up a 3rd and 10.
Did you see the number, Larry?
I didn't.
Hawkins, and he fumbles it. Ball's loose. Still, it got picked up. Nice job by Stillwell to scoop that up and make something out of nothing. He's going to pick up, say, 5. Or give him 4. No, give him 5. It's going to be 3rd and 6, a long 6 for MDI. Fourth
down,
I should say.
yeah.
4th down. So Waterville giving up a lot of yards in between the 20s, but stiffening here. Let's see if they can hold on 4th and 6.
He hasn't attempted a pass yet. See if he goes to the air for the first down.
Hawkins hands it off right up the middle. Nothing there. Waterville with the stuff. And they're going to take over on downs. Like number 30, or maybe 28, Sean Walsh that made the play. I can't see the numbers. This happened a couple of years ago. We did a Lawrence game, Larry. There go Vet Care Instant Replay. I still can't see it. Maybe I can see it on the monitor. I'll be watching the game on the monitor. Waterville going to take over here 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Prindle, the quarterback, is going to hand it off, or he's going to keep it himself.
Damian Prindle is a junior. Obviously got some time last year under center, and he will lead the Waterville Purple Panthers this year and most likely next year. Very good athlete. Really had some good runs, good passes. They mix it up pretty well 2 weeks ago against Camden.
2nd and 9 here for the Panthers. Prindle with 1 setback. Receivers to his right and left. Takes the snap. Going to throw. Trying to avoid the rush, and he's going to be taken down. Jake Brown was in there on the sack. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Brown broke through ran right through his blocker and was able to chase down Prindle for the sack. That's going to be a loss of about 6. It's going to set up a 3rd and 15 for Waterville at their own 25-yard line. 7:10 to go on a moving clock here in the first quarter. No score. Waterville held on downs the first time against MDI, and Waterville's first possession not going so well. Prindle going to throw, rolling to his right, looking, throws downfield, and overshoots his man. That was Jaden Vesey, and it's going to be a 4th down. Waterville have to punt.
Yeah, Waterville, their playmakers are Felix Chapa, Evan Delaware, and Jaden Vesey. Definitely Prindle, if he doesn't run, he'll try to get the ball to Delaware and Vesey. So both teams, Waterville will punt.
Back deep for MDI, and it's going to be a very short punt. Not returnable. It's going to give MDI great field position. We'll see where the officials mark it. And whoa, wait. I mean, I think maybe that's a 10-yard punt.
If that. I think it's about an 8-yard.
No, that's going to set up MDI with great field position at the Waterville 33-yard, basically where they turned the ball over on downs.
Yeah, on downs, yeah, you're right.
Hawkins under center. He's got Lincoln Gray in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to the other back. I think that was actually Stillwell was the back.
Patrick Kroll was on the tackle, number 7 for Waterville.
Pickup of about 2, 2nd and 8 for MDI. No score here in the first quarter.
MDI did have a couple first downs on their first drive, but it did stall at the Waterville 30.
Gray and Stillwell in the backfield. Hawkins under center. He pitches it back to Stillwell. Stillwell, stiff arm on the corner, and he's going to get ridden out of bounds at about the 25. It's going to set up a 3rd down. Here's the instant replay, brought to you by Dirigo Vet Care.
I don't think he knew that he was stepping out of bounds, because he would have turned it up if he did.
Yeah. It's going to take a little bit for them to get used to that. It's going to be 3rd, and you're definitely in 4-down territory here, Larry.
Yeah, as a defensive back or someone in the secondary, when Stillwell is coming around the corner, watch out.
Yeah.
Get low.
Yeah, you better get low. Empty backfield here for Hawkins. But he's going to hand it up the middle. Gray is going to get a 1st down inside the 15-yard line. Our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate caring and the cutting-edge facilities. For all your pet care needs, Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive, Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. 1st and 10 for MDI. No score here. Just outside the 15-yard line. Stillwell, the lone setback. They got to give it to him. He breaks a tackle. Stillwell still on his feet. Stillwell into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, he ran over a couple of purple shirts there before he got in. You see they had a couple of chances to get him, but Stillwell plows his way into the end zone, and MDI breaks through with a 6-0 lead. To the extra, looks like they're going to go for 2 here. We'll have the Hammond Lumber drive summary. Spread it out. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Hawkins takes the snap. Hawkins looking for some room up the middle. Did he get in? He did. The extra 2 is good, and it's 8-0. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire, and online at hammondlumber.com. LW.
That was a 4-play, 33-yard drive. It was set up on a shank punt. that only went about 8 yards. MDI, like I said, 4 plays, 33 yards, and it was capped off by a Kenneth Stillwell 16-yard touchdown run. The quarterback, Ripley Hawkins, converted the 2-point conversions, and with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter, MDI leads 8-0.
The caring professionals at Vayu Reddington, Laurie Brothers in Waterville, and Wheeler Funeral Home in Oakland are here for you. Their team will help you and your family celebrate the lives of loved ones with dignity, respect, and compassion. Since Laurie Brothers combined with Vayu Reddington, there have been many upgrades made to the spacious Waterville facility to serve families' needs through this always difficult time. To learn more, visit vrlfuneralhome.com. The kickoff is going to roll into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. Waterville will have it at the 20-yard line, trailing 8-0.
See if Waterville can get some positive yardage on this. Their first drive really went backwards, 3 and out. They had a sack, an incomplete, and we'll see if Waterville can get their offense going and answer MDI.
MDI 1-1 on the season. Waterville 0-2.
Next week, Waterville travels to Ellsworth, and MDI will host Mount Ararat.
Prindle will be in the empty backfield in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. And comes in motion. They're going to give it to him. Turning the corner and picking up good yardage is Felix Chapa. He's going to get all the way out to the 27-yard line. 26, I should say. It's going to be 2nd down and 4.
Felix Chapa, one of the playmakers for Waterville, along with Evan Delaware. They really want to get the ball to those 2 guys' hands and really make something happen.
2 receivers go wide to the right for Prindle, 1 to his left. He's going to go back to throw. Quick throw on the side. Intercepted! And he's going to get dragged down. Is that Mickey Haynes? Is that number 2? Here's Dirigo Vec here, instant replay. He jumped the route. Wide open. I don't know if that was number 2 or number 23 that made the interception. 23 is Lincoln Gray. It's going to set up MDI with great field position here at the Waterville 20-yard line. Looked like the ball was a little bit behind the receiver, L-Dub.
Yeah, the cornerback actually really good position defensively, and Ilevi's throw, he picked it off, and MDI's knocking on the door again to go up 2 scores.
8-0 here, 4:31 to go in the first quarter. Hawkins out of the shotgun now. Takes the snap. Going to take it himself right up the middle, and not much there. Number 50 for Waterville, Logan Wilson, was there to make the tackle. They're going to give him a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Homecoming here for Waterville. Early for homecoming. Usually like into October before you get into homecomings. But good crowd.
Yeah, nice job by Waterville. They had all their teams, their bands, chorus, and even the junior high team. So it's well done.
Hawkins under center. Going to hand it off to the big fella. He rumbles. He stumbles. He bumbles. He runs over. He goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Stillwell, his 2nd score of the game. And just like that, it's 14-0. Just Waterville players just bouncing off him. Here's the Dirigo Vec here instant replay. I'm sure Waterville head coach Isaac LeBlanc is saying we got to wrap him up, but that boy's a load.
Yeah, just think wear and tear in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like MDI is going to go for 2 again here. Made it easily the first time, did Hawkins. L-Dub will have his quick drive summary here in a moment. They're going to give it to Stillwell, and he walks into the end zone for the easy 2-point conversion. 16-0 MDI with 3:43 to go in the first quarter. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
It was a two-play, 20-yard drive. It was set up by the interception by Gray. The touchdown was a Kenneth Stillwell 19-yard touchdown run, his second of the first quarter, and Stillwell had the two-point conversion. And with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter, MDI leads 16-0.
Gray will kick it off for MDI. Last one, he was able to run it into the end zone. It's a short kick here. Goes over the head of the Waterville player and goes out of bounds. So out of bounds, I think, goes to the 40, Larry?
I think it's the 40, yeah. Unless he touched it. It
looked like it went right through his hands.
It went right through his hands.
That's what it looked like, but he might have touched it. Thankfully for Waterville, it went out of bounds if that's the case.
Looks like he touched it.
Well, that's
Wow.
Well, they're bringing the ball out to the 35.
35, okay.
Well, I guess that's where you start when it's out of bounds. Again, like you said, there's so many different rules on that one.
Third possession for Waterville, and Coach LeBlanc has got to get his offense rolling here. Two short fields for MDI, and they took advantage of it to take a 16-0 lead.
Out of the shotgun, Prindle barks out the signals. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the option to pitch it. He does. Pitches it down the sideline. Is Chapa. He gets banged out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down. Dirigo Vetcare instant replay tiptoed the sidelines. Took a pretty good hit around the 46-yard line, but gets the first down, does Chapa. Good decision there by Prindle.
Yeah, you really read the, actually the cornerback came up, and just about the time he was going to get hit, he pitched it to Chapa. Chapa got around the corner for 11, and Waterville's first down of the first quarter.
Get out of the shadow of their goal line as well.
Yes.
This time they send two receivers to the right, one to the left. Prindle out of the shotgun. Chapa comes in motion. They're going to give it to him. Chapa tries to get around and no place to go.
Mr. Stillwell.
Stillwell having a ball game on both sides of the ball. Takes Chapa down for a 6-yard loss. Going to be second down and 16. Boy, he just blew that one up.
Yeah, if he doesn't get him, Chapa gets around that corner and he could really make something happen there. But great defensive pressure by Stillwell and sets up a Waterville second down at 16.
3 minutes to go on a moving clock here in the first quarter. MDI 16-0 lead over Waterville. Two short fields the Trojans had, and they were able to capitalize. This time, Waterville sends Logan Wilson wide to the left. He comes back in motion. And this time, no place to go. Ball's on the ground. Did MDI recover? Here's the Dirigo Vetcare instant replay. Blown up.
Wow. Very lucky Waterville got the ball back.
Wow.
There was two MDI defenders right there.
Lincoln Gray came flying in and didn't give Prindle a chance to make the pitch. And he lost it. Another 4-yard loss. It's going to be third down and 21 for the Panthers. What started out as a promising drive, L-Dub, has been going backwards since that first down.
Yeah, they two negative plays in a row, and, there's not too many third and 21s in your book.
Empty backfield. Prindle's going to throw. Prindle under pressure. Gets away. Rolling. Trying to get through. He's going to go down. And a flag comes in late.
Oh, wow.
Nate Olson for MDI. Is there a face mask?
Either that or roughing the passer, which...
Well, it'll give Waterville an automatic first down. Yeah, it's a face mask and the personal foul version. So
That's a
15-yarder and a first down.
Yeah.
But Waterville going to get a big break here. Prindle tried to get away from the rush, and he tried to step through. If he would have stepped through, if he would have got through there, Larry, he had some room to run.
Yes, he did.
You know, he tried to step through, but he couldn't. And obviously, Nate Olson got his hand in the mask. So it's going to set Waterville up with a first down inside MDI territory at the MDI 48. 1:29 to go in the first quarter. See if Waterville can capitalize on this break. Chapa's going to be the lone setback. Prindle out of the shotgun. Officials get everything. Actually, it doesn't give him an automatic first down, Larry.
Wow.
Guess it goes back to, it's a 15-yarder, so that gets him a third and about 4. Prindle on the keeper, turns the corner. Prindle's going to have a first down, depending on the spot. Hard to see that blue line over there. See whether he looks like he just got over the marker. So Prindle with a nice run there, keeps it himself, and gets the first down for Waterville.
I always thought, personal foul, it would.
I always thought it was an automatic first down. So did I.
We will learn with the listeners.
Yeah, where's Phil? Come on, Phil. You know we're friends with a referee, and he hasn't even filled us in on that. See what I did there, Phil? Filling us in.
Yeah, I got it.
I like that.
Yes.
1st and 10, Panthers at the MDI 44-yard line. Prindle out of the shotgun. They give it to VC. VC's going to have a nice run off tackle down to the 40-yard line.
Jalen VC first run of the game, a 4-yard gain, sets up a 2nd and 6 for Waterville in MDI territory.
Epic View Studios has sponsorship space available in this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch sports here on Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email him at info@epicviewstudios.com. 2nd and 7. Prindle going to take it himself. Nothing there. The center got blown up there, and making the tackle was Nate Olson, another tackle for loss. The last time, of course, he got bagged with the face mask, yes. But makes another nice play there. And that's going to put Waterville back 2 more yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 8.
As you could see already in this first quarter, Rick, MDI is controlling both sides of the line offensively and defensively. And, maybe a screen pass offensively, something, a quick out, a bubble screen, something like that to really get negate the size and the speed of MDI.
16-0 at the end of 1. Back after this.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to Harold Alphonse Stadium here on the campus of Colby College. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and Larry Workman. Start of the second quarter, Waterville facing a 3rd and 8 at the MDI 42-yard line. Prindle going to hand it off to Chappa. Chappa makes a nice cut at the line of scrimmage, but tackled there by Gray as well as Nate Olson.
First quarter stats, Rick. For MDI, they had 107 yards rushing. They have not attempted a pass. They have 0 passing yards for a total of 107. For Waterville, 2 yards rushing, no yards passing, total of 2.
Ooh,
And 1 turnover.
good defense by MDI. Out-of-town scoreboard, L-Dub, start of the second quarter. Mesalonsky leading Skowhegan 14-7.
Wow. Mesalonsky 0-2, and really, they got blown out by Coney and then went down to Chevrolet and 48-21.
Waterville going for it here on fourth down. It's fourth. They need to get to the 34-yard line, just past the 34-yard line. Prindle. And a flag comes in. Well, Waterville's going to take a timeout. I think they were getting ready to get called for delay a game there. Yeah, a Mesalonsky team that a lot of people thought were going to be pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Got housed by Coney the first night, and then, Chevrolet is making their way back to Class A from 8-man, which I still don't understand.
Yeah. Someone at the MPA made a mistake that year. That's for sure.
Jeez. I remember, I don't know who was that the year that Waterville went down and played him and got beat like 65-0 or something? Or
it was over when they got off the bus.
Whew. Yeah. Well, we talk about it all the time. We went down and saw Chevrolet play before a Class A championship that we were broadcasting just to see how they were. And that wasn't even 5 or 6 years after they're in 8-man.
Yeah.
Let's see what Waterville comes up with here out of the timeout. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Prindle. He's going to throw. Prindle under pressure, rolling away, throws it up, has a man open. It's caught, but I don't know if he's in bounds. Yes, they're saying he's in bounds. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Was that Veazey? That was Chappa. Chappa on the catch. Beautiful throw by Prindle. Dropped it in the bucket, L-Dub.
He rolled out to his left, really, to the, his non-throwing side, and beautiful pass that Chappa ran under it. 29-yard completion. First and goal at the 10-yard line for Waterville.
Well, that's a big play on 4th and 8 when you're trailing 16-0.
Yeah, they really got to answer here and, try to stay in this ball game.
So hard to see the player, number one, but then it's almost impossible to see that blue line over there to see if
over on the other side, very, very tough.
Prindle going to keep it himself, and he's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Gray was there. Going to set up a 2nd and goal. Looks like they're going to give him a couple. Going to get down to about the 6. Boy, that's a lot more than I thought he got, that's for sure.
Looked like a 1-yard scrum, and he ended up with 4 yards. But this drive started very promising with an 11-yard run by Chappa, but it really comes back to that face mask that really got Waterville back up to midfield, and they were looking at a 3rd and 21, and actually it would have been 4th down. They would have had to punt there because he got sacked. So got to take advantage of, the breaks that you do get.
2nd and goal here from the 6. Prindle out of the shotgun. That's just Chappa taking the snap. He's going to take the direct snap and pushing forward. Maybe got to the 5. I don't know, an 8-man. Do you call that the
Wildcat?
A Wildcat or not? I mean.
Oh, they call it the Panther.
Oh, okay. Definitely 4-down territory here for Waterville. Going to be a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line, just outside the 5-yard line. Boy, he pounded that middle a couple of times. Maybe a counter or a reverse or something here might catch MDI sleeping.
12th play of the drive.
2 receivers to the left for Prindle. Easy comes in motion. He's going to get it, cuts it back inside, and he's going to be wrangled down. Number 26. Of course, I don't have a 26. How many times have we done games, L-Dub, where we got players with different jerseys? And
Seems like every week.
ugh, it's frustrating. Also there was Nate Olson for MDI. Just inside the 5, so just to pick up about 1.5 yards. It's going to be fourth and goal, I'm sorry. With 8:31 to go on a moving clock. Very important for Waterville to get in the end zone here. Let's see what they draw up. Prindle, empty backfield. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. They're going to give it to Chapa. Beautiful cut up the middle. Did he get in? Oh, the ball's loose, but they're saying touchdown. A great cut by Chapa as he cut it up inside, and then the ball came loose, but they already had their hands up. And Waterville converts a huge play on 4th and goal to make it 14-6, and they'll go for 2. So they're saying that Evan Delaware recovered the fumble for the touchdown, L-Dub. Waterville comes out. Go for 2 here. Chapa to the left of Prindle. Man comes in motion. They're going to pitch it out, and they throw it to Chapa. Does Chapa get in? No, he gets denied right at the goal line. 2 players there. Number 71, Joey Bennett, and number 7, Tyson Mace, able to make the stop, and MDI keeps the lead at 16-6. L-Dub, the drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
Okay, for Waterville, it was a 13-play, 65-yard drive, and it was capped off on a 4th down Felix Chapa run, but he fumbled into the end zone, and Evan Delaware recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown, and Waterville missed the 2-point conversion, and with 8 minutes and 14 seconds left to go before halftime, Waterville has cut the lead 16-6.
2 players back deep for MDI as Waterville will kick it off. Kicking off for Waterville is Logan Wilson. Wilson kicks it out of bounds. So MDI will take over at the 35-yard line. He was trying to pooch kick over there into no man's land, but it ended up going out of bounds.
MDI, this is their 4th possession of this first half. Their first possession ended on downs, and then their next 2 drives started in Waterville territory, deep in Waterville territory, at the 33 and at the 20, and they results were touchdowns. Actually, they're making them kick again because you do have the option.
Yeah, this is smart.
Yeah,
you're going to get really good field position. Gray is back deep. This kick is going to go to Gray. He's going to take it at the 20-yard line. Gray looking for a block. Cuts it back up the middle. Gray over midfield. And it's going to get taken down at about the 49-yard line. So talking about a 16-yard differential there from making Waterville kick off.
Yeah, good call. Also you got your skilled player back there handling the ball. You want him to have the ball as many times as he can get a hold of.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the Waterville 49-yard line. Leading 16-6 with 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first half. Homecoming here for the Panthers. Up the middle, they go to Tillman. I'm sorry, Stillwell. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't get did you see the tackle, Larry? Kind of fell forward there before the snap. I don't know how they missed that one.
Kind of like what Philadelphia Eagles were doing against Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
A little jump a little early.
Talk to me about the Eagles. I don't want to hear it. 2nd and 5.
You're
I
not
think I've
going to.
ever hated a team as much as I hate that team.
Agree.
Hawkins. Fumble, and Waterville's there to recover. Boy, it looked like Stillwell and Gray didn't know who was supposed to get the ball. Hawkins tried to hand it off, and it dropped on the ground right in front of number 50, Logan Wilson, and he pounced on it. 1st and 10. Let's see if Waterville can take advantage of that break.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Put the football in his basket, and still.
I don't think either guy knew he was getting the ball.
Big turnover.
Waterville will get it at their own 43. 1st and 10.
Best field possession of the 4 drives for Waterville in this first half.
Prindle with Chapa, the lone setback. 2 receivers. Takes the snap, rolling, under pressure, looking, and he's just going to throw it away. Looked like he was outside the tackle box. Smart play there as he was looking at about an 8-yard loss. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Chase Tours on the Thorndike Road in Unity is having a customer appreciation event on Saturday, October 4th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop by and check out the 2026 Skidoo snowmobiles and Polaris ATVs. Snag a deal on a Toro or Husqvarna lawnmower. Toro food truck and factory reps will be on hand to answer any of your questions. Again, that is October 4th from 8 to 2. 2nd and 10 for Waterville. Prindle out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. Gets a block. Tries to cut it inside, and not much there. The ball is loose. Saying he was down.
Whew.
Again,
Fortunate there.
Joey Bennett and Olsen combining on the stop for MDI. 7:04 to go on a moving clock. 16-6. MDI scored the first 16 points, and then Waterville has answered back with a touchdown. Missed the extra 2.
MDI comes into this contest averaging 20 points scored a game and giving up 22, where Waterville is coming into this game averaging 15 points a game and giving up 53 points a game.
Ouch. 2 receivers go wide to the left for Waterville. Prindle out of the empty backfield. Takes the snap, rolling to his left. He's going to throw it quickly to the out, and he's got the man there. Veazey breaks a tackle, but he goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Waterville first down, though. Nice play there by Prindle as he was able to look like he was, he put the ball in his arm like he was going to run it. And I think that faked the defense out a little bit, and he stopped, pulled up, little pop pass to Veazey.
Yeah, the cornerback that was covering him actually came up to tackle him, and he was wide open. And 11-yard gain and a first down.
Inside MDI territory now at the 43-yard line.
2 for 5 on the night for Prindle for 40 yards.
This time he's got 1 setback in the backfield. Receivers to the right and left. Hands it off. Up the middle. Nothing there. I've been calling his name all night. Nate Olsen with another big stop for MDI. But tomorrow, Larry will be over in Winslow as the Black Raiders take on Freeport, a battle of 2 2-0 teams.
Should be a good one. Winslow is just rolling. They're averaging about 50 points a game, over 50.
Yeah.
And they got their offense just in gear already.
Yeah, I overheard the referee talking to you there, and he said they got 3 or 4 backs getting over 100 yards a game. Jeez. Typical Winslow, right?
Yeah.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. 2nd down and 12 for the Panthers here. Prindle takes the snap, looking for some running room, throws a quick pass. Intercepted! Another poor decision that time by Prindle. And not fooled on the play was 32. Asa Joyce is the Dirigo Vecchia instant replay. Prindle tried to do what he did last time, L-Dub, where he kind of faked the run and then a little pop pass but Joyce wasn't fooled.
He didn't get fooled, and he stood his ground, intercepted it. That's the second interception of this first half for Prindle, and MDI has the ball, their fifth possession of this first half in Waterville's territory.
Plenty of time here with 5:20 to go in the half. Hawkins under center.
4 out of their 5 possessions have been in Waterville territory.
They're going to hand it off, this time right side. And that's going to be Gray with the carry as he sidesteps his way inside the 40 to the 38. Second down and 5 for MDI. Hawkins under center. Tight formation for MDI. Hawkins going to give it to the big man, Stillwell rumbling downfield, and they're going to get him short of the first down as he is gang tackled there by the purple shirts.
Geez, it looked like he lost his balance. Was just about ready to fell down, and kept his balance, but got 4 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 1. MDI hasn't thrown the ball at all this first half.
Just inside the 25-yard line. I'm sorry, 35-yard line at the 34. 3rd down and 1 for MDI. Hawkins almost lost the handle. Stuffed in the backfield. Oh, nice play by Waterville. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Shooting the gap, Damian Prindle. Making the tackle, a loss of 2. Makes it 4th and 3. Boy, a situation where you thought easy first down coming up here, right? 3rd and 1. A nice play by Prindle. Let's see what MDI does on 4th and 3. Hawkins hands it off to Stillwell. Stillwell puts his head down and gets 5. So tough, so big. .326 to go. The clock will restart once they get the chains in place. First down MDI at the Waterville 31-yard line, trying to add on to their 16-6 lead. Hawkins out of the shotgun. He's going to pitch it back to Gray. Gray tries to turn the corner. Not much there. Waterville strings it out nicely. Maybe give him a yard, depending on the mark. Boy, that was a healthy mark. Jeez. Looked like he went out of bounds near the 0. Second down and 8 for MDI.
Waterville will get the second half kickoff. It'd be very important for them to really hold here and keep it it's a 2-score game, but you're only 10 points down, very much in the game.
Hawkins under center. Barks out the signals. Going to give it to Stillwell. Stillwell cuts it back inside. Stillwell still on his feet. Oh, he just gets dragged down. Looks like that was Veazey, and he got hurt dragging the big fella down. But not before he gets all the way down inside the 15 for a MDI first down.
Kenneth Stillwell, 10 carries, 96 yards in this first half, and 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion.
So hard to bring down. He's big.
And only a sophomore.
He's only going to get bigger.
Geez, Waterville gets to face this the next 2 years, so...
Clock moving again, 2:53 to go. Waterville looking for a stop. MDI can get a first down inside the 4-yard line, it looks like. Hawkins brings him to the line of scrimmage. He's got Gray and Stillwell, the lone setbacks. Going to give it to Gray. Gray falls forward. Pick up a couple. Close to you're going to give him the 11. Be a 2nd and like 7, 2nd and 8 maybe.
This drive started on the 43 of Waterville. 7th place so far. It's got MDI down at the 11-yard line. Looking to add to their lead, 16-6.
Still plenty of time to go here, under 2 minutes. Waterville looking for a stop. Again, tight formation for MDI. Gray and Stillwell behind Hawkins. Hawkins takes it. Going to keep it himself. Rolling. Nothing there. He gets taken down in the backfield. Sack made. Looks like, is that Chapa? Nice play by Felix Chapa. Here's the Dirigo Vecchia instant replay. A huge play as he knocks him down in the backfield for a sack. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 9 for MDI.
Geez, nice job by
Boy,
Chapa.
why do you do that, Larry, when you're pounding the ball up the middle, nobody's able to stop this guy, and you run that play? It doesn't make any sense.
And actually, Chapa came from the right-hand side and really, like LT used to do.
Oh, they're going to give it to the big fella up the middle, and he's going to get taken down, and he's getting up very slowly. Kroll on the stop, he went low, which he had to do, and it looked like he got a good whack on Stillwell. It's going to be a 4th down for MDI. Did MDI call the timeout, Larry?
Yeah, I believe they did. That's their first of the first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts left.
So we got a 4th down and 3 here for MDI. Huge play, definitely for Waterville here. I mean, if MDI stalls out here, not enough time for Waterville to really do anything anyways. But this would be a big confidence builder here if they're able to get a stop.
Yeah, really, momentum is right here. You know, who's going to have the momentum at halftime? Waterville stops them. Now they got to start believing, hey, you know what? We gave up the 2 touchdowns early in the game. We can play with this team. Or MDI goes up by basically 3 scores and, really puts the bullseye of routing Waterville.
Boy, if Stillwell isn't hurt here, you got to think they're thinking Stillwell. He's been pounding the ball up the middle with a lot of success. Stillwell and Gray in the backfield behind Hawkins. Hawkins going to give it to Gray. Gray with a stutter step. Gray into the end zone. And no, they're going to say he was down just shy of the end zone. And MDI is going to take a timeout here. They're going to have 1st and goal at the 1. I think everybody thought that Stillwell was going to get the ball there. You know what? I don't know if it was a design play, but Gray kind of made a stutter step right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he maybe had a hard time getting the ball from Hawkins, but that gave him the opportunity for the hole to open up and get loose down the middle.
Yeah, actually, he read the hole very well and, made the adjustment and got 6 yards down to the 1. Actually, looked like he got in from up here, but just down inside the 1.
Hawkins barks out the signal, and he's going to walk in for, boy, looked like there was early movement on that play, Larry. But it's looked like that the whole game. Here's the Dirigo Vecchia instant replay, touchdown by Hawkins. And just like that, it's 22-6. That's a backbreaker for Waterville. They're going to go for 2 here. Very important to stop this if you're Waterville, because then you keep it a 2-score game. Of the Hammond Lumber drive summary after this. Tight formation again. Hawkins under center. Hawkins hands it off, and Gray trying to cut it back up the middle. Did he get in? No, he did not. Big play there by Waterville. I'm amazed that he even got near the end zone. The way that play developed, it was ugly, but he got close, but he didn't get in. Big play for Waterville there as they're able to keep this a 2-score game. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
It was a 11-play, 43-yard drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Ripley Hawkins. The 2-point conversion was no good, and with 37 seconds left to go before halftime, MDI now leads 22-6.
Hannaford's hiring for all positions and offers flexible schedules for those leading an active life. Applying is easy. Just go to Hannaford.com and apply today. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. It's going to be a short kick taken by Waterville's Damian Prindle. And Waterville will have it at the 40-yard line, but not a lot of time here. They have all the timeouts, or two of them, Larry?
Two of them, yep.
33.4 seconds to go. Let's see if Waterville tries to get something going. Yeah, they will get the ball, as Larry said, to start the second half. Stick with us at halftime. We will be talking to Steve Belanger of Steve's Heroes, a new foundation that's been started. Prindle takes the snap, hands it to Veazey. Veazey turns the corner. Veazey has all kinds of room and gets out of bounds. Boy, he's got some speed. He turned the corner and smartly got out of bounds to stop the clock. And 28 seconds to go. First down for Waterville.
See if Coach LeBlanc, the hook and ladder.
Oh, maybe he learned from Camden.
Yeah.
And they did it to him. First and 10, Panthers. Do they have enough time on the 48-yard line of MDI? Prindle, two receivers to the right, one to the left. They give it to Chappa. Chappa cuts it inside, and not much there. And they're going to get it. Waterville going to call a timeout here.
That's a second of this first half. They have one more left. And with 21 seconds, really got to try to get the ball downfield somehow and get Chapper or Delaware, one-on-one coverage and make a big play.
They give him a yard. It's going to be second down and 9. Not that the downs matter here. You really only have time for maybe a couple of plays. Depending on how many timeouts they have. 2 timeouts left? Or
just one now.
Just one now,
yep.
Okay. You really got to throw something to the sideline or, try to go deep.
Well, if MDI's playing like the Giants defense, they'll have the whole middle of the field.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Oh, man, I'm still disgruntled about that.
Yeah, disgruntled. That's keeping it PG.
Yeah.
Let's see what Coach LeBlanc has out of the timeout. He's got 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right for an empty backfield for Prindle. Prindle takes the snap. Back to throw. Looking. Throws up. He's got a man open, and it's intercepted. He had a man open, but he threw it to the defender who was playing center field back there. Number 7, Tyson Mace with the interception. And MDI will take over here, probably just take a knee to end this half with 13 seconds. Boy, he had Veazey streaking down the right side. I mean, I think Mace was playing center field anyways, and he probably would have tried to get over there, but at least you throw it to the back shoulder and only have one person to be able to catch it, right?
I'd like to see him go towards the sideline instead of the middle of the field on that.
And Hawkins takes a knee, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Your score here from, I always forget, Harold Alphonse Stadium, 22-6. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and talk to Steve Belanger of Steve's Heroes.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical, offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
While most of you are enjoying your time in the sun, at Chase Toys in Unity, we're always thinking winter. If you've ever thought about getting a new Ski-Doo snowmobile, right now is the right time to grab a new sled. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today for the best selection. You can even order online to get that Ski-Doo feeling. And don't forget the Ski-Doo accessories too. Keeps you styling while it keeps you warm. Don't be a last-minute Lucy. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today and hit the trails with Ski-Doo and Chase Toys in Unity.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below.
Welcome back to Harold Alphonse Stadium here at Colby College, 22-6 at the half, Waterville trailing MDI. I am joined here by Steve Belanger. Steve is a good friend of Larry's, and he is going through cancer treatments right now. And he came up with an idea to start a foundation called Steve's Heroes, and we just wanted to talk to Steve for a few minutes and get some notoriety about Steve's Heroes. So, Steve, first of all, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
What was the first thing that went through your mind when you received the diagnosis?
Oh, boy, when you first find out you're diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, it was devastating. It hit me hard. Few tough nights with the family, with my wife. We really weren't sure how to deal with it at that moment.
Was she with you when the...
Yes.
Yeah.
We had an idea what was going on. I had been diagnosed with cancer 3 years prior, had my kidney removed. My scans were looking good. And all of a sudden, they discovered some nodules and some enlarged lymph nodes in my chest. And it was getting that final PET scan report that was kind of send it over the edge, and we were notified it was stage 4.
So at what point was it, because I know you were diagnosed, like you said, you were doing better, and then the next diagnosis is much worse. Was it during the first one that you came up with this idea for the foundation, or?
No, it was the second one. During the first one, it's a hard thing to deal with. You know, you're diagnosed with cancer, it's kidney cancer, and I decided I was going to try to stay positive and keep a good attitude no matter what. And everything was looking great. We got hit with the news of stage 4 cancer. Initially, it was devastating, but we decided, you know what, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stay positive. We're going to continue to have a great attitude. And it made us feel better, made us feel good about ourselves. And it was like a medicine to just keep me going. And I all of a sudden realized having this good feeling and staying positive and having a good attitude, boy, if everybody else could feel the same way I do, I think it could help them. And the whole idea behind it of trying to help other people, develop hope, strength, and support for other cancer patients and their families just kind of hit me. And I decided to run with it.
So what's your future vision of this foundation? I mean, we have a big fundraiser coming up We'll talk about that. But when you're thinking of this foundation, what were you thinking? You know, helping. Give me some examples
Yeah,
of how
so
it's going to help people.
the biggest thing we're looking to do is help as many people in the local community as possible. The more money we can raise, the more people we can obviously help. We're not looking to create a cure for cancer or come up with a cure for cancer or the next best medicine. We're looking to assist the cancer patients and their families. Transportation costs, food inaccuracies, helping with genetic testing, even second opinions down at Dana-Farber. A lot of people don't realize how expensive it is, just not for the going down for the second opinion, but it's the hotel stay, it's the transportation down, things of that nature. So if we can allow some people to have a peace of mind by being able to go get those second opinions or get genetic testing and assist with some of these costs, then that's what we want to do. Locally, I've talked to the cancer center, and transportation is huge. It's tough for people. You're getting radiation therapy, and it's 5 days a week, 5 weeks consecutive, and those people are traveling back and forth, and some people don't live that close. So if we can help with gas cards, or we could help with some food cards or that type of thing, that's generally the direction we're trying to help. We're also willing to help people on an immediate need. If an immediate need was to come up, then we want to try to assess the situation at that moment and see what we can do to assist.
How hard is it to start a foundation like this? I mean, what's the process been? When did you first come up with the idea and to this point right here? How long
it's a lot more difficult than we originally thought. First thought was, are we going to raise money and just have a fundraiser and be able to do something to donate it, and that's it? And then we realized we want to do something that's going to be a lasting situation. So we decided to create the foundation. Got a large group of people together. They're working with me. Larry happens to be one of the directors on my board. And we've all gotten together. We didn't realize how tough it was going to be, but we started in, it was early in the winter, probably January, and we started filing paperwork, and it took till just recently where we actually received our 501c3. So wow. It's a long process.
So tell me about you got a golf tournament coming up. Is this your first big fundraiser?
We had our first big fundraiser, which was a softball tournament. It was a one-day little event. The youth from the area were so supportive. We brought in about $5,000 for that first event.
So this one coming up on the 2nd at the Waterville Country Club golf tournament. You have a title sponsor, but you also have a couple of spots still open, right?
Yeah, we got a title sponsor. Oakland Furniture stepped up huge. I have a great personal relationship with the family, and I'm very, very honored to have them step up as our title sponsor. But we do have a couple team spots still available. If anybody's interested, it's October 2nd at the Waterville Country Club. Be more than happy to have anybody sign up to be a member on the play the course. And we have a couple sponsorships still available. We have some hole sponsorships, reception sponsor, and a beverage cart sponsor still available.
So tell people how they can help with that and help with Steve's Heroes, in any other way they want. You have a website or? We
do. We have a website. It's www.stevesheroes.org. And you can look us up on Facebook at Steve's Heroes. We have a lot of information out there. The information on the golf tournament is on the website and the Facebook page. And we try to keep everybody updated and on everything that we're dealing with right now. In the future, we're looking to do some more videos online also where we can actually journal my story. We're going to try to track my story right through everything that I'm dealing with, so that way people can understand what somebody going through cancer is dealing with, and maybe it can assist them and their families at the same time.
Well, we appreciate you being an open book, because that's so hard to do sometimes, and I think that's going to be a huge help to people. But we wish you the best in your situation, and also hope for the best when it comes to Steve's Heroes organization. Steve Belanger, appreciate you coming in today. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half here from Harold Halfon Stadium, 22-6 MDI.
Dosty's Towing on the Bangor Road in Benton isn't just a towing service. Dosty's Towing provides all manner of roadside assistance, including light to heavy duty towing, roadside mechanic service, and off-road recovery. Once you're towed, Dosty's can provide collision and engine repair. If your vehicle just needs maintenance, Dosty's also offers top-notch service, including brakes, tires, and any other major or minor engine repair. From 24-hour roadside assistance to vehicle repair, Dosty's has it all. Call 805-6372, 24 hours a day. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Sure, there's more than one way to get the job done, but sometimes there's really no comparison. With all the power and versatility you'll ever need, you'll get more done in a day with Polaris.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to Harold Alphonse Stadium. We're at the half. MDI 22-6 over Waterville with all the first half stats. They call him LDF.
Okay, for MDI, first half stats, they had 155 yards on the ground on 26 carries. They have not attempted a pass, and why should you?
Exactly.
When you got Gray and Stillwell, the big boy. Only a sophomore, too. Very impressive. And 26 carries, 155 yards individually for MDI. You got Lincoln Gregg, 9 carries, 26 yards. And you got Kenneth Stillwell, 11 carries, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ripley Hawkins has the other touchdown. He's got 6 carries, 27 yards. And like I said, they have not attempted a pass. For Waterville, they have 28 yards rushing, 20 yards passing for a total of 48. They only had 2 yards in that first quarter of total offense. Very much controlled by MDI. 18 carries, 28 yards for 28 yards, and 20 yards passing. 2 for 7 is Damian Prindell with 2 interceptions, though.
You know, those 2 passes that he completed, Larry, were really nice. I mean, one of them he dropped into the bucket, 30-yard pass play down the sideline, and then the other one he faked out the cornerback on faking a run. Then he tried to go to the
it again.
Go to that fake again, and
he went to the well one too many times.
Went to the well. That's what I was looking for, that word. I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, Waterville, MDI scored right before halftime with 37 seconds to go up 22-6. But you made a good point that they did not make the 2-point conversion, so it's really a two-possession game right now, 16 points. Waterville will get that the ball to start the second half and to see if they can sustain some drives. Really, their only drive that they did score on was they got bailed out with a 15-yard face mask on MDI because they sacked Prindell on 3rd and 21, and they got the face mask, converted the first down on the next play, and
that was actually but the also big play in that on that drive was the long pass play on 4th and 5. So,
yes, yeah, that was the 29-yard pass completion to was it to VZ or was it to
that was VZ.
VZ, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
so tomorrow we'll be back on Epic View doing Winslow Freeport. Two teams 2-0. Class D opened up a little bit this year with Wells and
Dover
moving up to Class C. So you got to think Winslow and Freeport thinking that, hey, might have something going this year.
Big game tonight down in Gardner. Wells has traveled up to Gardner, and Wells is leading 12-6 right now. But Gardner, we've seen for the last couple of years that's been in Class B. They're returning quite a bit, and they
dropped down to C this year. Yeah,
dropped down to Class C, so they should be very competitive in that, and really should be there near the end of the tournament.
An interesting game too up in Bangor tonight. Lawrence traveling to Bangor after that tough loss on Friday night. We're going to really find out maybe how that who is it they're playing coming up here?
Deering next week.
Next
week,
the
game
right?
that we have, correct?
Yes, Deering got waxed by Bangor in the opening game of the season this year. So, if Lawrence plays Bangor a little bit tougher, maybe gets a win, that might kind of give you an idea how Deering is this year. And that's going to be a little bit of a homecoming too with Brendan Scully, former Messalonsky player, coming back to Central Maine, coaching Deering. They lost in the semifinals last year, right? In Class B.
They got beat.
It's Kennebunk won in the B South.
Yeah, I don't know if they got beat by Kennebunk, but they.
I thought they won at least one playoff.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They won the quarterfinal and they got beat in the semifinal. But he's really turned that program around. Just 3 years ago, they did not win a game, and they were getting beat very bad, and just shouldn't happen to a Portland school.
Well, looks like VZ back deep for Waterville. Kicking off for MDI is Trey DeGracia. Coming up and making the catch on the run at the 20, trying to turn the corner, ripped down. Actually, that was Delaware that actually was returning the kick, and he gets tossed down by Asa Joyce. But Waterville will have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line, trailing 22-6. Really need a sustained drive here to start the second half.
They had 5 drives in that first half. First drive was a punt. Second drive, an interception. Their third drive, they took it 65 yards for a touchdown. Fourth drive, they had an interception. And their last drive, they just ran a few plays before halftime.
Out of the shotgun, Prindle going to take the snap. VZ comes in motion. They give it to him, and he's wrapped up, thrown down. Again, another big play by Lincoln Gray in the backfield. And he gets all the way back to the 27. That's going to be a loss of 6. Second down and 16. Saw the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Out of time with scoreboard, L-Dub. Tied at 21 over in Oakland is Messalonsky and Skowhegan.
Wow, nice shootout. Definitely.
Really like that quarterback for Skowhegan that we saw last week.
Yeah, only a sophomore, too. Lancaster.
Yep. I did find out that Mulcahy had a broken wrist. I'm not sure if he's playing this week.
Well, we saw him go off the field, but
he came back in after.
He came back in.
Tough kid. Prindle takes the snap, gonna throw. Throws it out in the flat and almost intercepted. Threw a wounded duck out there to Chappa.
Actually, I made a mistake, Rick. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
3 interceptions he had.
Okay.
Remember, right before halftime, he threw the ball
that's
up
right. Yeah.
and he got picked off.
Right. Yeah. Well, the fact that you admitted it, that's
I've been
very big of you.
I've been working on that.
3rd down and 15 here for Waterville. Not the opening drive they were looking to start here. Obviously, deep in their own territory, not looking to go 4 downs either. Prindle going to be out of the shotgun. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Back to throw. Prindle under pressure. He's going to get taken down. Nobody there to help as Nate Olson and Joey Bennett took down Prindle.
Exactly not what, Coach LeBlanc drew up.
Well, that's going to be a 4th down and 23. And Waterville going to have to punt. And the last time they punted was an 8-yard punt.
8-yard punt. So
this could get ugly. This is a much better punt. Booms it, but it's close to the sideline. Depends on where it went out of bounds.
I don't understand what MDI was doing. They didn't put anyone back. And then why is Waterville angling the ball towards the sideline?
I know. Why wouldn't you kick it down
Just
the middle and
right
try
down
to get
the
some
middle.
bounce? Well, maybe that's why MDI had the player up. Try to fake him out.
Coulda.
Going to be a 1st down at the Waterville 39-yard line to start for MDI. They had great field position in the first half. I think they must have averaged about the 40-yard line of Waterville.
They did. 4 out of their 5 drives started in Waterville's territory.
Going to hand it off up the middle to Gray. And he's going to get down to about the 36. 2nd down and 4. 9:56 to go on a moving clock, 3rd quarter. Big defensive series here for the Panthers. They can ill afford to get down another touchdown here to MDI.
MDI started at the Waterville 33, 20, 49, and 43.
Yikes.
Definitely, they've had the field advantage in this game.
The big fella, Stillwell, goes wide to the right. And they're going to pitch it back to Gray. Gray gets the corner, cuts it back inside, and a flag comes flying in from way across the field. Gray is going to be short of the 1st down. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local independent critical access hospital providing quality comprehensive health care services located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. Learn more at rfgh.net. Penalty is going to be on MDI. Was it holding, Larry?
Holding or a block in the back. That's only the 3rd penalty of this game.
Transform your backyard into the ultimate oasis with Aquarius Pools and Spas. From custom pools to relaxing hot tubs, they deliver quality, comfort, and style built to last. Let Aquarius Pools and Spas help you create memories that will last a lifetime. Call 872-5827. 2nd down and 12 for MDI, just outside the 40-yard line at the 42. Bad snap and ball on the ground. Stillwell falls on it. Boy, that's like the 3rd time, Larry.
They've had some issues.
Some issues with the snap, and it looked as though Hawkins was confused on which way to turn as well.
Well, the quarterback wasn't able to rotate to get the ball to him because he was fumbling the ball.
Right.
So he kind of stutter stepped, and they're very, very fortunate that Waterville didn't recover that ball.
3rd down and 13 for MDI at the Waterville 43-yard line. Hawkins in the tight formation under center. He's going to pitch it back to Gray. Gray trying to turn the corner, cuts it back inside, and a good cut, but nice pursuit by Waterville. Number 28, Sean Walsh, able to pursue from behind and make the tackle. It's going to set up a 4th down and 8, or 7, I should say, for MDI.
I believe that's Ken Walsh's boy. Former.
Kenny Walsh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Boy, they grew up so fast. I remember when he was just a little guy running around the Alphon Youth Center. I'm old.
Yes.
Well, so are you. You don't
yes.
look as old as me.
Yeah, you're a month older.
You're old too. So 4th and 7. Receivers to the left out of the shotgun. Hawkins only for maybe the second time in this game. And Waterville. Looks like Waterville's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, a little confusion there. And
they haven't seen Hawkins out of the shotgun very often, that's for sure. A car accident could change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving and the next you're injured. Dealing with medical bills, missed work, and pain that robs from your quality of life. And if an injury has been forced into your life, contact the law firm of Jarber LaLiberty for a free case evaluation. Protect yourself. Protect your future. Call 707-1359. Who doesn't love saving money? L-Dub.
I do.
Saving money?
I love it.
All right. Awesome. Dosty's Tire Depot in Waterville, we're all about keeping more green in your wallet. They carry tires for cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles at prices you'll love. Visit them today at 218 College Avenue or call 806-5003. That's 806-5003. Dosty's Tire Depot, where the savings roll on. See what he did there? 4th and 7. Hawkins out of the shotgun. Hawkins going to keep it himself. Looks for a block. Tries to get the corner, and he's got to get stopped short. Big play. Ball's loose. And let's see how they sort this out. I think it's either way, it's short of the first down. So Waterville will take over on downs. Big defensive play there, L-Dub.
Yeah, very, very big. It really it keeps it at a 2-score game. And, they again, MDI had great field possession. And, Waterville was able to hold them and take over at the 31.
Well, and it looked as though the way that play was developing, that Hawkins was going to have all kinds of room. And it was good pursuit by the Panther defense. Brindle has 2 receivers, one to the right, one to the left, out of the empty backfield. Chapa comes in motion, and Prindle going to keep it himself, and he gets knocked down after a short gain. Asa Joyce was there for MDI. And they're going to say picked up 1, 2nd and 9. 7:12 to go on a moving clock here in the third quarter. Second possession for the Panthers.
Red Sox, can they hold on to that last playoff spot? They're
you can't lose 2 out of 3 to Oakland. And then they have Tampa coming in tonight.
They're lucky they even won 1 game against Oakland.
I know.
Wow, Sacramento.
Oh, is that what they're going to be called?
Well, no.
I thought they were going to Vegas.
They are, but they're in Sacramento right now.
Empty backfield again. This time they're going to give it to Veazey coming back. He's got a hole. Veazey cuts it upfield. Still on his feet as he rumbles out over the 50-yard line into MDI territory. Boy, that was a nice run by Veazey. Great vision. And able to get a Waterville first down. Big play there. Waterville trying to get some points, get back in this thing.
Jet sweep and really cut it up into the middle. 20-yard gain. Biggest gain of the game for Waterville on the ground. They did have a 29-yard pass completion earlier.
1st and 10, just inside MDI territory. Prindle. Takes the snap. Option. Prindle. Prindle holds on too long and he loses it. It's scooped up by MDI and going to be tackled from behind. I think that was Delaware that made a touchdown saving tackle. Asa Joyce scooped up the fumble, and there's a man down for Waterville.
I think it's Prindle.
See the Derigo Vet Care instant replay. Yeah, it was a jailbreak. There was nobody there to help Prindle, and he got taken down, lost the fumble. Dixon's Country Market, no matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins located on the Neck Road in Benton. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials. Specials? Sure. Or order ahead, call 453-9547, or daily specials. You could get the specials or the specials. It's up to you.
I'm going to go specials.
Okay, I'll just check it. Are you ready to win a Dunkin' gift card? Larry, are
Yes.
you ready to win a Dunkin' gift card?
Yes, I am.
Gage, do you want to win a Dunkin' gift card?
Can we win?
No, we can't, but I just
Okay.
want to know if you're ready. Okay. Watch this live broadcast for your chance to score. Just scan the Dunkin' QR code and enter. It's that easy. Does it just show up every now and then? I don't know what the deal is. I'm just reading the. Hopefully there's a QR code that shows up here somewhere. So MDI is going to take over again, deep in Waterville territory at the 21-yard line this time. Prindle comes off. He's okay. Still crouched down a little bit on the sideline. Probably fell on the ball or something, Larry. Huh?
Well, the thing is, he was trying to get rid of the ball and fumbled, and the player actually fell on him. In the NFL, that would have been a penalty. You can't touch the quarterback in the NFL.
Exactly. Hawkins with a tight formation. He's going to give it right up the middle to Gray, and Gray is going to bounce off a few would-be tacklers and gets down to the 15-yard line, a pickup of about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for MDI. 5:39 to go on a moving clock here in the third quarter. Homecoming night for the Panthers here at Harold Alphon Stadium. Home of the Mules, the Kobe Mules, not the Thirsty Mule.
Borman, we're coming over.
Tight formation again. Tillman, the lone setback. Stillwell, I should say. He's going to get it right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. First down and more inside the 10. It's going to be a 1st and goal. There's a flag down, though.
Illegal procedure on MDI.
Oh, another break there for Waterville. It's going to march him back 5 yards, so it'll be a 2nd down and 8. Stick with us at the conclusion of the game. We'll bring you our precision play of the game. That's brought to you by Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel, plus Toro, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available on the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. Of course, they have their big open house coming up on the 4th of October as well. 2nd down and 8 for MDI. They give it right up the middle. It's going to be Gray again. He's going to fall forward down to the 15-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd down and a short 5.
Other area game, Rick, tonight, Coney, who is probably the class of the league right now after 2 weeks. They're traveling to Mount Blue. As you said, Lawrence at Bangor. Madison got their first win of the year. They're at MCI. And you did say the Skowhegan-Missalonsky score. They're at halftime. Big chance for Missalonsky to get a win on the season.
Got an update coming for you. They're going to give it to Tillman. He's going to rumble down inside the 10. Looks like he's going to get that first down that he got before. Oh, I keep calling him Tillman. His name's Stillwell. Update from Oakland. Missalonsky leading 27-21 with 8 minutes left in the third. Of course, class of 82 in the house. Shane Chaput giving us all the updates.
Nice.
So it's a 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line for MDI. Big possession, defensive possession here for Waterville as the clock ticks down under 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third. Hawkins barks out the signals, tight formation. They're going to give it to Gray. Gray cuts inside and tackled after a short gain. It's Chapa looks like on the tackle. He gets up slowly. Gray gets inside the 7-yard line, or 8-yard line, I should say. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from there. This time, Stillwell goes wide to the right. And again, they're going to give it right up the gut to Gray, and again, stuffed by Waterville. Chapa coming in and making the tackle again. 3rd and goal. Well, this would be huge for Waterville. They're able to make a stop here. Although their offense has been a little stagnant here in the second half.
Yeah. You know, MDI is controlling both sides of the ball with their lines. Very tough for Waterville to get anything going offensively.
3rd and goal at the 5. This time Stillwell to the right in a full backfield. They're going to give it again to Gray, and there's nothing there. Waterville up to the task again.
You know, since they haven't passed all game, Rick, great time to do a little play action.
You're going to actually lose about a half a yard. I think number 60 for Waterville, Dan Joler, was there that time. And they've really, 3 straight runs up the middle. 4th and goal from the 5. MDI leading 22-6. 1:31 to go on a moving clock here in the 3rd quarter. Stillwell and Gray in the backfield. And Hawkins going to try to keep it himself. Hawkins gets the corner. Did he get in? No, he stepped out of bounds just before the pylon.
Turnover on downs at the 1-yard line, 1-inch line. Look at him.
How could you not cut that inside, Larry, and get in the end zone? He had room.
You got,
I think maybe he got confused
with the blue line. I think you're right.
Gotta be. Waterville's going to take over on downs inside the 1. I mean, the nose of the football is just outside the goal line. Not a good spot for Waterville's offense to start, but 1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I think I'd get under center and just go straight up the middle.
Here's a great example. You cannot come out in shotgun here, right?
I agree.
We talked about that so many times before, and
they're in the shotgun.
They're in the shotgun. You got to be able to put that under center in the playbook. So in situations like this, you're not taking the snap 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Waterville calls a timeout.
Oh, boy. That's their 2nd timeout of the second half.
Yeah.
Hey, our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Vet Care, intimate caring and the cutting-edge facilities. For all your pet care needs, Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive, Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. As I said earlier, a big game tomorrow will be over at, I always forget the name of that field. Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow, as the Black Raiders, 2-0 on the season, number 2 in Class D North, take on Freeport, who's 2-0, and number 2 in Class D South.
Could be a preview of the state game.
Hey, you never know, right? Freeport comes in having beat Mountain Valley 31-14 and Madomic Valley 21-14.
Madomic Valley, Class C, so that's one of their crossover games, and they've been very, very good the last few years.
1st and 10 for Waterville, just outside their own goal line, and Prindle's going to take the snap, gives it back to Chapa. He's be able to spin out towards the 5-yard line, get a little bit of room. Nice run by Chapa to give him a little bit of space. It's going to be a 2nd down and 4 or 5, I should say, for Waterville. 43 seconds to go on a moving clock. They're still going to have one play here. Prindle had to come all the way to the sideline to get the play, and he's hobbling. Boy, I just do not like when coaches make the players come to the sideline to get the plays. It's got to be a way to get that play in without making that quarterback run all the way to the sideline every time. They get up to the line quickly. Prindle is going to take the snap, give it again to the back, coming left to right, and he's going to lose a yard. I haven't called this guy's name yet today, Nate Olson. Jeez.
He's got double digit.
I think he's been in on every tackle so far.
Definitely double digit.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. You score 22-6. MDI back after this.
Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center Specialist and Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to Harold Alphonse Stadium here in the campus of Colby College. We're in the Chase Toys Incorporated broadcast booth. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and Larry Workman. Waterville with a 3rd and 5 just outside their own 5-yard line. Having held MDI on downs, Prindle looks to throw, quick throw out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete, and Waterville's going to have to punt from the shadow of their... Should the band be playing during the play, Larry? Is the band supposed to play during the play? There's a play going on. Band, play in between.
The band is doing what they want to do.
Oh, my word.
Third quarter stats, Rick?
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. For MDI, they had 36 yards of total offense, all on the ground. Waterville had 18 yards of total offense, all on the ground. And I'll give the third quarter complete stats, game stats after the punt.
Nice punt. Sails all the way back to the 50-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds at the 42. A huge punt there, Larry. You said it. They must have been listening to us because you said, why are you kicking it to the sideline? You kicked it down the middle more, and it took a great Waterville roll all the way down to the 45. It's the first time this half MDI has had the ball in their own territory.
That is true. Since the opening kickoff, when it went into the end zone, they had the ball at the 20. That was a 53-yard punt right there. So great job. MDI gets the ball at their own 43. Game stats. MDI, 191 yards all on the ground on 35 carries. Waterville, 15 carries, 26 yards, 40 yards in the air for a total of 66 for Waterville.
Hawkins going to give it right up the middle. Stillwell. Not much there as he's gang tackled by the Panthers. Going to give him 3, 2nd down and 7. Looking at Winslow's game so far this year, Larry, they opened up with a win over Maranacook, 54-0. And then last week, they took care of Belfast, 63-22. So scoring a lot of points. I'm really looking forward to that game tomorrow. That's going to be a good one. 2nd down and 7 for MDI. Ball just outside the 46-yard line. The handoff up the middle. And falling forward for about 5 is Lincoln Gray. Short of the first down, 3rd down, and a short Oh, we'll say 3rd and 2.
Individually, Lincoln Gray, 17 carries, 54 yards. Kenneth Stillwell, I got him at 13 carries, 112 yards. Most of that was in the first half. Most of that was the first quarter.
3rd and 2 here for the Trojans just inside Waterville territory. They're going to hand it off to Gray. Gray is going to step through, stay on his feet, get a first down and more inside the 45-yard line to the 43 of Waterville.
Looked like MDI jumped early on that.
Larry, I have watched that the whole game. It looks like they've been jumping every other play, it seems like. Our official over here with the other guys. 1st and 10 for MDI. Leading Waterville 22-6. Waterville hanging around here. Still plenty of time. Only a 2-score game.
They really need a big turnover right here. Maybe something to, fumble recovery or, they haven't thrown the ball, so they're not. Why would they start now?
Exactly. Hawkins under center, tight formation. They're going to pitch it back to Gray. Gray trying to get the corner. Gets a block, but good pursuit by Waterville. Again, Chappa in on the tackle. And they're going to give him the 39-yard line. Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 for MDI.
MDI really doesn't do anything fancy. They just play smash mouth football. And, you got Gray, you got Stillwell, and, once in a while Hawkins rolls out and keeps it around the end.
Surprised they haven't gone to Stillwell more. Maybe he's hurt remember he went out there early in the first half. They're going to give it to him this time. And he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by Waterville. I think that was number 50 that time on the tackle for Waterville, Logan Wilson. Going to set up a 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 37-yard line of Waterville. Now time starts to be of the essence here with 8:36 to go on a moving clock. And Waterville only 1 timeout left.
Mark Shields for the coach for MDI. This is perfect. Let's 3 or 4 yards, get up, get a first down, really put this game away.
Hawkins going to keep it himself, tries to turn the corner, gets away from one tackler, but he's going to be forced out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down. He's short of the first down.
Really, Waterville's done a nice job not letting Hawkins get around the corner. The ends and cornerbacks have really kind of stayed home and really strung him out, and he hasn't gone off for a big run because everything's up the middle. And give credit to the Waterville D.
Yeah, the defense is. You think the possessions that MDI's had in their own in Waterville's territory and knocking on the door. The mistakes that they've made. I mean, they could easily be up by 4 scores here. 4th and 2, big play here for the Waterville defense. Hawkins under center. Oh, he just jumped. Finally, it looks like they finally got him. Look, the center moved forward. And that's going to cost them 5. That's another big break for Waterville. Well, they've got several of these breaks, L-Dub. Now it goes to a 4th and 7 with 8:11 to go here in the 4th quarter. Waterville trailing 22-6. Hawkins, tight formation, barks out the signals. Going to hand it to Stillwell. Stillwell, first down and more as he rumbles down inside the 30-yard line.
Ooh.
Boy, he got a head of steam going.
Boy, the end got held.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They missed it. But, hey, if it doesn't get called, you didn't hold him.
Exactly. Big play for MDI, able to get the first down. Clock will continue to move as they reset the chains. First down at the Waterville 26-yard line, leading 22-6.
8th play of the drive. It all started on the MDI 43.
Hawkins surveys the field. Tight formation with Gray and Stillwell in the backfield. And he's just going to wait as long as he can, run as much time off the clock as possible. And the ball is dropped in the backfield by Gray. Boy, it seems like Asa Joyce is getting off the ball before the snap almost every play. Yeah, maybe he's just that quick, but loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be a 2nd down and 12. 6:57 to go on a moving clock here in the 4th quarter. Can the Waterville defense hold again? Hawkins letting the time run off. Handoff up the middle again, and Stillwell. Tackle made by number 44 of Waterville, Xander Cornsey. Going to set up a 3rd down, get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And Rick, the band can play during the play.
Apparently they can. I always thought that, you kind of supposed to stop playing, during the plays, but what do I know? 3rd and 10 here for MDI, obviously in 4-down territory as Hawkins allows the clock to run. He's going to take the snap, pitch it back to Gray. Gray tries to get the corner, but he goes out of bounds, which, why would you go out of bounds? Trying to run some time off. Another mistake by MCI running backs. So let's go back to the last possession where they had a 4th and goal at the 5, and Hawkins ran out of bounds instead of going into the end zone. Big play here for Waterville. Did they call their final timeout? No. Why would they if this clock has stopped? 4th down and 6 for MDI. Hawkins. Waterville coming up, filling the box, looking for that run up the middle. They give it to Stillwell. Stillwell gets by the defense. Stillwell on his way to the end zone for the MDI touchdown to put this one away. Here's the Dirigo Vetcare instant replay, and the end for Waterville came in and went inside, and Stillwell just stepped outside and walked into the end zone for the MDI touchdown to make it 28-6. That one hurt. I understand why you got to crash there, but if you're the outside man, you've got
you got to stay home. Yeah,
you've got to contain on that play.
Yeah, and push him in.
With the extra 2-point conversion here, and then we'll have your Hammond Lumber drive summary. Empty backfield for Hawkins. 3 receiver set. Gray comes in motion, going to give it to him, and nothing there as Chapa is going to make the tackle. So it's going to stay 28-6. Drive summary brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations, across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com.
That was a 11-play, 57-yard drive, and it was capped off by Kenneth Stillwell's 3rd touchdown of the game, a 21-yard touchdown run on 4th down. The 2-point conversion was no good, and with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the game, MDI leads 28-6.
Hey, I want to remind everybody, we had Steve Belanger, the founder of Steve's Heroes, on at halftime, and he has a big fundraiser coming up on the 2nd of October, golf tournament at Waterville Country Club. There's still a title sponsor. They just secured Oakland Furniture, but they have other sponsorships available, as well as a couple of foursomes available, and all the money goes to Steve's Heroes. great foundation that Steve founded. On the kickoff return, Waterville will get taken down at the 44-yard line. So if you want to be a part of that great fundraiser or just help out this new foundation that Steve started, you can go to their website, stevesheroes.org. That's stevesheroes.org. Gary, you're on that.
Yes, I am.
On that board.
Yes, I am.
Really brave man.
Oh,
Steve
unbelievable. The battle that he has put forward, and just a great attitude on, he's going to fight it with a positive attitude.
Yeah. It's amazing. I see people that are going through what they're going through. He's a stage 4 cancer, and he's more concerned about other people and helping other people.
Yeah, it's just.
Prindle with a first down throw for a gain of 5 out in the flat to Veazey. Second down and 5 for the Panthers.
We did have a softball tournament earlier to raise money for that too. So it's just starting up.
Another fumble by Waterville. Are they saying it was incomplete? They're saying that was incomplete?
No, that was a completion and a fumble.
Oh, okay. But you can't advance it?
Oh, he ran out of bounds.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, they had, it was a nice quick pass over to number 3 for Waterville, Evan Delaware. And Delaware trying to make a move, got it stripped. And MDI with another, that's what, the fourth Waterville turnover?
Fifth turnover. 3 interceptions and 2 fumbles. You don't win too many games, Rick, with that.
No, you don't. No. So MDI will take over, leading 28-6 with 4:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Just going to try to run out the clock here. Handoff right up the middle. That's Gray. So not only does it seem like Asa Joyce is offside on every play, he's in his stance, rocking back and forth. I'm pretty sure you can't do that either. I don't know what this linesman's looking at on this side, but man, just seems like he's offside on every play.
He's looking to get home.
Okay.
Let's get home tonight.
2nd and 7.
Take me home.
Take me home, country road.
I was thinking more Eddie Money.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sing it.
I can't sing, but.
Okay. Yeah, calm down there, Gage.
Oh, Gage with a zinger.
Handoff up the middle. Gray busts out of a tackle and then runs out of bounds again. What? Is anybody telling this kid we want the clock to run? It's the second time he's run out of bounds when they've been trying to run clock.
I'm kind of surprised they don't get him out of the game. I mean,
come on.
He's got, he's got over 20 carries now, 22 carries for 70 yards. And, the game is well in hand.
Coach Mark Shields is going to have a chat, I think, in the film room. You think there might be a couple of times where he says, hey, what are you doing here, Lincoln?
Yeah, let's think. It's all understanding the game.
Handoff this time to Stillwell. And he's going to fall forward close to a first down. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Stillwell. That's Asa Joyce on the carry. Going to set up a 4th down here for MDI. 4th and 1, 3:21 to go on a moving clock in the fourth quarter. Get a first down here. They should be able to run out the clock. Handoff right up the middle. Gray is going to get a first down. I'm sorry, it's Joyce again. It's not Gray. Band is getting a workout tonight. They've been playing nonstop.
Yep. Great job. They sound good.
It's like did Waterville take their final timeout?
No, MDI did.
All right.
They're going to change things up. They're going to get some of their second unit in there.
Hey, Chase Tours on the Thorndike Road in Unity is having a customer appreciation event on Saturday, October 4th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop by and check out the 2026 Skidoo snowmobiles and Polaris ATVs. Snag a deal on a Toro or Husqvarna lawnmower. Toro food truck and factory reps will be on hand to answer any of your questions. Out-of-town scoreboard update, L-Dub. 33-21 Eagles.
Oh, they're looking
5 minutes to go.
Looking for the upset.
That'd
Would it be an upset?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be well, I guess just from the records, right?
Yeah.
Skowhegan's 1-1 and they were 0-2, but I think there's those teams are all pretty even there.
Parity, and you got Coney, and that Freiburg team is good, but they're not nothing special.
Skowhegan, gave them
they did.
Great opportunity in that game to win. So it was pretty. Was it 28-12?
28-12, and 2 turnovers led to 14 points.
Second team for MDI in. New quarterback is number 3 for MDI, Trey DeGrassa. And he's going to keep it himself and get drilled. Sacked back at the 36-yard line. Actually, it was a fumble. Yeah, it must have been a fumble. Waterville recovers.
Second turnover of the game for MDI, 2 fumbles.
Waterville will take over at their own 37-yard line, trailing 28-6. Prindle in the empty backfield out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Back to throw. Has a man downfield. Oh, almost coming up with a one-handed catch. Was Evan Delware. I think Delware had a conversation with him right before that. Said, hey, I'm going to be open right down the seam. And he was open, but just overshooting him was Prindle. 2nd and 10. Again, a reminder, we'll be back on Epic View tomorrow for Winslow and Freeport, 2-0 Class D teams battling it out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Prindle. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Going to keep it himself and is going to slide down at midfield. And he's hurt. Looks like he's got a stinger. Either that or he fell on the ball again. He comes over to the sideline. Let's see if Waterville makes a change at quarterback. 2:27 to go on a moving clock. 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers. Homecoming not turning out the way Waterville wanted to. Trailing 28-6 here. They're most likely going to go to 0-3 on the season. MDI going to improve to 2-1.
Next week, Waterville will travel up to Ellsworth to take on the Eagles. And MDI will have a home game against Mount Ararat.
Brindle stays in the game. And he's going to hand it off. Coming back towards the sideline, the Waterville sideline, is Chapa. And he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Panthers as the clock dips under 1:39 to go. We'll have our Hammond Lumber post-game show, our Chase Toys Precision Play of the Game, and our Hammond Lumber Player of the Game directly at the conclusion of this ball game. 4th down and 4 for the Panthers. Prindle out of the shotgun. Delware comes in motion. Prindle rolling. Under pressure, Prindle is going to throw it away, and
that should be grounded.
That should be intentional grounding. see any flags coming out. The official's probably going to talk about it.
Well, it's fourth down
Yeah,
anyways.
it's going to be a turnover on
Yep.
downs anyways. MDI will take over with 1 minute and 1 second to go. I don't think Waterville has any timeout, so a couple of victory formation knees should put this one away for the Trojans. Make that long ride back to the island a little bit better. That's got to be, what, 2.5 hours from here?
At least 2. Especially on a bus.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to cruise in about midnight. Victory formation here. Take a snap and a knee. So, well, Dub, you've seen Camden. You've seen MDI now.
Camden's the better team.
Yeah, Camden. Camden's got it. Probably going to easily win that. The north of the 8-man large. I don't really see any teams yet that are going to challenge them. And the south is loaded. They got a lot of good teams in the south. One more knee here, and that's going to do it. Your final score here from Harold Alphonse Stadium. MDI with a 28-6 win over Waterville. We'll take a quick break, come back, and give you all the post-game stats and awards after this.
Grab life by the bars and see how far you can go. Introducing Polaris Sportsman with Ride Command. Smart tech that displays your location and keeps track of friends even without cell service, so you can explore more of the great outdoors. Polaris, think outside.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to Harold Alphonse Stadium here in the Chase Toys Inc. broadcast booth. Rick Dougal, Larry Workman, and Gage Johnson. MDI with a 28-6 win over Waterville. Let's get our post-game awards done first. Our Precision Play of the Game is brought to you by Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel plus Toro, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available in the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. We're going to do something a little different here. Our Precision Player of the Game instead of Play of the Game. I'm going to give that to Luke Olson, the linebacker for MDI. He was in. Seemed like he was in on every play. He had a couple of sacks. He had probably 5 tackles for loss at least. Very good game for MDI. And he is our Precision Player of the Game. And our Player of the Game is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. L-Dub?
We're going to give that one to the sophomore, the big boy, number 25, Kenneth Stillwell. 18 carries, 149 yards, not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdown runs for the sophomore on the night. Kenneth Stillwell is your player, Hammond Lumber Player of the Game.
Yeah, he put the game away with that touchdown run.
21 yards, yeah.
In the fourth quarter. It's pretty much over anyways at that point. But and our Hammond Lumber post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. L-Dub, what do you got for stats?
Okay, for MDI, they go to 2-1 on the season. Their next game is at home against Mount Ararat. Team-wise, they had 109 They had 310 yards of total offense, all on the ground on 52 carries. So they averaged just over 6 yards, right around 6 yards a carry for MDI. Individually, like I said, Stillwell had 18 carries, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Lincoln Gray was the other back that carried the ball a lot. 23 carries, 70 yards for MDI. For Waterville, they go to 0-3 on the season. Their next game is Friday night at Ellsworth. Team-wise, they had only 80 yards of total offense, 26 carries, 32 yards. MDI really controlled both, offensively and defensively the line. They had 48 yards passing, but they did have 5 turnovers in the game. And Ellsworth, MDI had 2 turnovers. Waterville 5 turnovers. You just don't win too many games like that.
No question. Reminder, tomorrow we'll be over in Winslow. We'll be on Epic View Studios, Epic View 1, if you will, on YouTube for that one, as Winslow takes on Freeport, a battle of 2 unbeatens in Class D. Should be a good one. So again, your final score here, Waterville loses to MDI 28-6 for Gage Johnson and Larry Workman. I'm Rick Dougal. Have a great night, everybody.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
While most of you are enjoying your time in the sun, at Chase Toys in Unity, we're always thinking winter. If you've ever thought about getting a new Ski-Doo snowmobile, right now is the right time to grab a new sled. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today for the best selection. You can even order online to get that Ski-Doo feeling. And don't forget the Ski-Doo accessories too. Keeps you styling while it keeps you warm. Don't be a last-minute Lucy. Visit ChaseToysInc.com today and hit the trails with Ski-Doo and Chase Toys in Unity.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Dosty's Towing on the Bangor Road in Benton isn't just a towing service. Dosty's Towing provides all manner of roadside assistance, including light to heavy duty towing, roadside mechanic service, and off-road recovery. Once you're towed, Dosty's can provide collision and engine repair. If your vehicle just needs maintenance, Dosty's also offers top-notch service, including brakes, tires, and any other major or minor engine repair. From 24-hour roadside assistance to vehicle repair, Dosty's has it all. Call 805-6372, 24 hours a day. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins on the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Sure, there's more than one way to get the job done, but sometimes there's really no comparison. With all the power and versatility you'll ever need, you'll get more done in a day with Polaris.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space, the Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans